All right, so now that we have our tool made, we have to have a way of communicating with it. I'll show you the phone first and then the computer. The phone is pretty easy. This excludes all iPhone users. Good luck with your pretentious brick. Samsung, Android is able to have Linux on it. Okay, so I'll show you the path to install it. I can't show you everything because once I installed it, you can't uninstall it very easy to reinstall it for a video. So I can give you the path, but I can't break it down all the way through. Here's the advantage. I go to work, let's say I wanted to play with microcontrollers for a day at work at lunch. Okay? I bring my magical little device. I plug in, let's say, an Arduino Uno into it or ESP32 into it. I just need power, and that's it. And then later on, you can actually just get a battery. One of those, they have those batteries that you can buy that are 1,000 milliamp hours, and you can just have that. They're the solar charge ones, and now you have an off-grid, able to control a microcontroller, actually program it using your phone. So that's bare essential equipment. Awesome, right? And when I'm at home, I could just turn on my hotspot, and on my system at home, instead of scrolling Instagram, I can kind of play with AI and coding. That's all I want to do, really. So, if you're into that same boat, this is awesome for you. If you have a Samsung or something, an Android device, you should be good to go. Now, to say I am a horrible typer, I know, right? A horrible typer that can code. So what I do there is plug in a keyboard to my phone, and here's where I kind of stick my. This is a Mac keyboard. Okay, look how small it is. Isn't it cute, right? Fully functional. And it's plugged into my phone. Boom. Okay, so if I'm doing some really cool stuff, I'll do that. If not, I will grind my way through the little tiny thing. So if I go to a program called Termux, that's the first thing you're going to need is Termux. Termux. And now that I have this on my phone, see that I could type on my little keyboard. Good job. All right, sweet. Essentially, I have everything I need. Really, I don't have to have this installed anymore, or this, and I don't have to have an interface anymore. Okay, I do have to have hotspot on, so I'm going to turn that off. Make sure I have hotspot on. I do have hotspot on. And then what I want to do is just SSH into it. Okay, I'll show you how that works. At the very beginning of our setup, I had you download the microcontroller, or the operating system on the disk. Told you to plug in some username and passwords and turn on SSH. To give you a demo of this, and then we'll go do it, because that way it'll have buy-in. And we'll save that for a little bit. Okay, so a command that I need is SSH, and I need the IP address. Okay, and at one point of that video over there, I told you to take a picture of that. You're going to need it. So there's the username for mine, and this is being ran off a hotspot. Okay, so I should be able to hit enter, and then it asks me for a password. Boom, I'm in. And now I can launch Claude dangerously, skip permissions. There we go. And I'll ask Claude, what Claude, where are you installed on? Oops, ED. It'll get it. What hardware runs you? There it is. Based on the system information, Claude Code is running on a Raspberry Pi. I wanted to show you that because I didn't want you to think I was running it on my phone. So it has complete control of this. All right, so now that we have your attention on how cool this is, because now I have kind of an off-grid computer system that I can control microcontrollers, program them all day long using my phone. All right, now let's go and do this, because you're going to need the commands in order to do it. Copy paste them. So I want to install Linux to my phone, Android phone. What is each step to that process? So this will walk you through it. Again, since I've already installed it, and this is how I installed it, to be honest. So I'll first ask you to install Termux from F-Droid. Now, this says it's not in the Play Store. Termux is in the Play Store. And then just walk you through each thing. Now, at the very end, you should have a fully functional way of SSHing to this, because this is just hooking to this. This cannot hook to this. Now, later on, you can hook it together if you wanted to, but even if this goes, let's say, south and starts doing some crazy stuff, the Linux environment that's on this is in a container, and the container does not bleed into your phone unless you allow it to do that, okay? And there are ways to do that, too. So, but it's up to you if you want to do that. So that means that quite easily you can make it so Claude could program your phone if you wanted to, if you did the right things on this one. Now, another thing is, though, you can run Claude on your phone, so there's no reason to do that. The Raspberry Pi is just really good at programming like microcontrollers and messing around with cameras and stuff like that. But it's inefficient compared to your phone that you can run Claude Code right in on your phone if you wanted to. All right, so install Claude Code on your phone and then SSH into your Raspberry Pi. That's your homework assignment. Everything in the last video should be able to support that also. Enjoy.